Hello everyone. I welcome you all to the Buzzword by SHRI My Study Center, where we discuss about relevant topics associated to the issues in news. Today we will discuss about the Collegium System of the Supreme Court of India. As you all might be very well aware that Justice U. Lalit is to become 49 CJI on 27th of August. So in this video we will be covering what is in news, how judicial appointments in higher judiciary are made, how does the Collegium System work, and also we will also be talking about the evolution of the Collegium System. So let's start. The Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana is set to complete his tenure on 26th of August 2022. Justice Ramana's tenure has been quite successful in filling vacancies of judges in the Supreme Court and different high courts. The collegium led by Justice Ramana as a union front was able to recommend numerous judicial appointments and scripted history by appointing 11 judges to the Supreme Court, out of which 9 were appointed in one go, and recommended appointed of 255 persons as High Court judges, out of which 185 have already been made. On 3rd August, the Collegium met and decided that proposal dealing with the filling of vacancies of judges in the Supreme Court should be dealt after the swearing in of the new CJI. Justice Ramana has recommended the name of Justice U. Lalit as his successor for the head of the apex court. So now let's understand how judicial appointments are made. Article 124 of the Constitution of India deals with the strength of the Supreme Court, eligibility and procedure of appointment of the judges, the procedure of removal of the judges, and their salaries. Clause 1 of the article deals with the strength of the Supreme Court, and the power of deciding its strength lies with the Parliament. Clause 2 of the article says that appointment of every judge of the Supreme Court, including the CJI, will be made by the President. It is important to note in this context that in case of the appointment of the CJI, the President is supposed to consult with other judges of the Supreme Court and that of different high courts. It is important to note that the nature of consultation and its effectiveness is not defined in the Constitution. Similarly, in terms of the appointment of other judges of the Supreme Court, the Chief Justices of different high courts and other judges of high courts, the President is supposed to consult with the CJI, but again, the nature of consultation is not defined in the Constitution. The complexity and the lack of clarity over the system of appointments of judges led to a tussle between the executive and judiciary in 1970s. A very famous instance of this tussle was when Justice A.N. Ray was appointed as a CJI, superseding three senior most judges of the Supreme Court in 1973, bypassing the norm of seniority in terms of the appointment of CJI. This raised concern over the autonomy of the judiciary. So now let's talk about how Collegium System came into being. But before moving ahead, it is very important to understand to define what Collegium System is. In very simple words, Collegium System is nothing but a group of judges led by the Chief Justice, which makes recommendation to the President of India for appointing judges of the Supreme Court as well as other high courts. The Collegium System emerged as an outcome of efforts undertaken by the Supreme Court itself to create a fixed, clear and independent system of higher judicial appointments. The three judges case saw the evolution of the system. The first judges case, S.P. Gupta versus Union of India 1981, the Supreme Court held that the consultation with the CJI should be full and effective, meaning that the President is bound to adhere by the advice of the CJI in terms of judicial appointments. For the first time, the Supreme Court defined the nature of consultation. Secondly, the second judges case, Supreme Court Advocates on Record Association versus the Union of India 1993, the court established the Collegium System with two senior most judges of the Supreme Court and the CJI. The third judges case, Special Reference in 1998, the case expanded the strength of Collegium to its present composition of four senior most judges of the Supreme Court led by the CJI, meaning 4 plus 1. The basic tenet of the system is that the judiciary should have primacy over government in matter of appointment and transfer of judges in order to remain independent. So now let's talk about how the collegium system works. The functioning of collegium system is very simple. The Collegium of the CJI and four senior most judges of the Supreme Court makes recommendations for appointments to the Apex Court and High Courts. The Collegium can veto the government if the names are sent back by the letter for recommendation. In case of an appointment of a Supreme Court judge, when a vacancy is expected to arise in the Apex Court, the Collegium would recommend a candidate to the Union Law Minister. The CJI would also ascertain the views of the senior most judges in the Supreme Court who hail from the High Court from where the person recommended comes. The opinions of each member of the Collegium and other judges consulted should be made in writing and form the part of the file on the candidate sent by, to the government. After the receival of the Collegium recommendations, the Law Minister would forward it to the Prime Minister, who would advise the President in the matter of appointment. The appointment to the office of the CJI should be of the senior most judges of the Supreme Court considered fit to hold the office. The Union Law Minister would at an appropriate time seek the recommendation of the outgoing CJI on his successor. Once the CJI recommends, the Law Minister forwards the communication to the Prime Minister, who would then advise the President on the appointment. So this is how the collegium system of the Supreme Court works. We discussed about what is collegium system, how it came into being, and how it functions. It was a very easy topic. I hope you guys understood and liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.